This video has been requested by a very generous Patreon supporter of mine, Diego. Love that sound. Nice cover. Great Dragon Films. Nice logo. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars, Darth Vader. Book 1. Vader. It is a period of insurgents. Rebels, spaceships striking from a hidden base on a moon of Yavin have won a shocking surprise victory against the rightful reign of the Galactic Empire. The Empire's ultimate peacekeeping force, the Death Star, was destroyed due to an unforeseen design flaw. Without this deterrent, the rule of law is in danger. Chaos looms. For the 19 years after the vanquishing of the Jedi and his painful rebirth on volcanic Mustafar, Sith Lord Darth Vader has faithfully served his master. But now he has failed the Emperor and must pay the price. Oh, sounds pretty much intriguing. Great. We are in Jabba's house, it seems.
Good after.
I will speak with the Hutt.
Gotten!
Tell him.
Do it!
Good at water. Na, Gotana. Goji de Vetka Buloba. Gojeka.
Ubabuki, wawa, kili tupa sima uba, embaka nuni paipakan geuba.
Nice sound
I
effect.
have only killed 2. Do not
Voice.
make me reconsider my generosity.
Sound effect.
Aku chispa wama buwa kakania loda veda.
Dismiss the audience, Hutt.
At once.
Aku chispa buwa tima umba wa kamekai loda veda.
Not the Empire. For me. I will return here tomorrow in my official capacity. This is a personal issue, and will end to my satisfaction.
Jatu kanta paitu papakoana kawa pimaka kota maula la chatu te tapu haiwa jaba.
I was not, Hutt. That is not the way of the Sith. You haven't dealt with a Jedi in a long time. They are gone. The reason why stands before you. Step carefully.
Buba bla buba chibu mita jishe taklunki sini. Aku kuuspapka chalamo tatwa pakmunkanka paubo velo. Kakma itka patot kanisa chalamon tupavike. Wauba kume Tani at kuna vila. Iluba blabiu bako kachasi tupeni. Alubatai makutos.
That is not the question, Hut. The question is, are you?
Oh, Jedi. Viva Viku.
Jedi? Did he call him Jedi? They got no chance.
You called me a Jedi. You know nothing. Mind tricks are not of the dark side. We prefer Force.
Now you
Do
get
you
it.
understand?
Ubalakiwa Kueku Dragon
Indeed.
Fatas Kualu Tipai Matafta.
Better. This is what I need.
Well, Vader, explain. What has happened now?
I arrived on Saimun 1 to begin the negotiations with the Hutt's envoy over securing his resources. I found it under assault by rebel forces. The rebels were posing as the envoy and used it to infiltrate the moon. They tortured the Overseer into revealing the base's codes, then attempted destroying the core reactor. They had a certain success.
This is a considerable setback to our production. What of the Overseer?
I brought Agadine with me. I thought you would like to hear him yourself. We are ensuring there is nothing he is hiding. And then be sure, Overseer Agadine will not fail us again. The rebel agents troubled me.
Enough of them. Let us talk of failure. The Overseer will not fail again. But what of you, Vader? We kept the skeleton of the Republic for nearly 20 years while the Death Star was constructed. 20 years, my apprentice. All that planning is now a layer of dust orbiting around Yavin. Now, we no longer have the Senate to hold order. We do not have the Death Star to force it. Our greatest weapon is gone. Our production is in ashes. We are besieged. In all these years, we have never skirted closer to disaster. Thanks to you. You tagged the rebel ship with a homing beacon, then let the rebels escape with the Death Star plans. Deliberately.
I take responsibility for my actions, but I was not alone in my failings. The arrogance of the weapon courted disaster. Even the power of that space station is nothing compared to the full...
Enough, Vader. Yes, Tarkin, Moti, and the others share the blame. But you are the only one still living to suffer my anger. You, an isolated survivor of the greatest military disaster in all my empire's history. Oh, you truly are the chosen one, Vader. Chosen to be the one responsible.
I will make it right. I will crush the rebels.
No, I think not. You think yourself so clever, but you proved yourself a blunt instrument. Far better to be wielded than to wield. Tad always argued against the arrogance of the Death Star as a sole weapon. He alone was properly wary of the rebels' threat. While the second Death Star is constructed, his philosophy must be dominant. It was lucky he left the station before its destruction to return to his beloved fleet, or I would have no one I could use. He is to assume primacy. You will act according to his will. But first, you must finish your dealings with the Hunt. If he cannot bring an agent to the core, we must go to the Outer Rim. We have no time to open conversations with the Crimora or any other of the crime lords. He will expect you in 2 days' time. Make the deal.
I am not accustomed to haggling.
Then it is time you had some practice. It is a passing phase we must endure. Eventually, the Empire will claim the Outer Rim. It is not without precedence to go to the periphery to secure the center. Besides, Lord Vader, a trip to Tatooine, I'm sure it will be sentimental. Ah, yes. Good. I was expecting you.
Who is this, Master?
No one you need to know.
Are you trying to hide something from me?
No.
A Lord of the Sith asking questions and expecting them to be meekly answered? You are a poor apprentice if you think so. Is there anything else to report?
Who was he, Lord Vader?
An old man who thought he could help gifted children. He was mistaken.
No, he wasn't. Actually.
The Force is strong with this one.
I was there, on the Death Star! I saw what you did to him! You killed Master Kenobi!
Wait, this lightsaber. I know this weapon. This once belonged to... the boy. Obi-Wan gave him my saber. Nothing to trouble yourself with, Master.
Then go, and do not fail me again.
I've set course, sir. We need to travel across the rim to collect the trade goods, but we'll still be back to Tatooine in good time for the meeting, sir.
Take me to Tatooine first. Then go and collect what we need. Then return.
That extends the journey, sir. To hit the deadlines, the engines will
only be a problem if your engineers are substandard. Are you admitting your crew is substandard? If so, you understand that reflects most poorly on your command.
We'll be there, sir.
Good. Now leave me. I would meditate.
You're the client.
I am. And you're the best Jabba has. Are you bounty hunters up to the challenge?
Is he on
Give us the
Tatooine
mission, and you'll see.
again?
There is an X-Wing pilot. He knew an Obi-Wan Kenobi. He left this planet aboard a smuggling vessel called the Millennium Falcon.
I know the ship, dead or alive.
Alive. I have need of him.
What about Black Ascendant?
There's an agent. I want him traced. He is engaged in secret work for the Emperor. It is a secret I would wish to share. Bring him to me. I would have a conversation. Do not fail me.
The only time I fail is if you ask me to fail. I'll get this kid. Black Ascendant's kindly have all their limbs when he delivers them, but they won't get away.
Good. Then let us make our start immediately. I've been delayed on this planet long enough. And all my present business is concluded.
Very nicely done. So this was a comic book dubbed fan, visual and sound adaptation. Vader is the first issue of the Marvel comic book series Star Wars Darth Vader, and the first of 6 issues in the series' first story arc. This part takes place between the events of Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, and Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and centers on the character, obviously, of Darth Vader. It is written by Kieran Gillen and illustrated by Salvador Larroca. This first issue was released on February 11th, 2015. The illustrations delivered by Salvador Larroca look great, and on some of those you can clearly and easily recognize similarities to some of the shots of the actual movies. Take this one, for instance. This one. This one. Or this one. Daniel Plumb made a terrific job in editing and mixing the comic illustrations, the dialogue, the sound effects and the music in a quite balanced and dynamic form, bringing hence to all single illustrations some life and making it enjoyable to watch as well for those like me who didn't get to read the comic books. All the voice talents made a great job too, especially the ones who gave their voices to Bib Fortuna and Jabba the Hutt. Their voice performances in the respective language are just spot on. The guys who performed the voices for Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine sound equally awesome and almost one-to-one to the original film characters. The same counts for the guy who dubbed Boba Fett, and it's cool and interesting, by the way, to see Boba Fett also to have a Wookiee-ass sidekick, so to speak, or partner, such as Han Solo has got Chewie as a friend. The music chosen and taken from the Star Wars movies sounds obviously fantastic, fitting into the storytelling through the illustrations, the dialogue and the sound effects greatly well, serving hence the visuals as an emotional anchor and state, as it is actually the case on all Star Wars films. Well done, Daniel. And now, guys, allow me to send my sincere gratitude to all my current Patreons out there. You all are just wonderful human beings. And I just want to let you know how much I do appreciate your support so far, because it really makes a substantial difference. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And my most truly profound gratitude goes to Daniel for his truly generous and additional support as a sponsor. If you too do watch and enjoy my content regularly, and if you too can afford to support the channel, simply go check out my Patreon page. You'll find there all backgrounds and the intent behind the campaign. And in case you won't, no issue. I'm extremely, equally grateful for your fellowship as a loyal subscriber and an engaged viewer. So, for that alone, people, 1000 thanks. And now let's switch back to the main content. And now get my sincere and very big thank you for your request and support as a Patreon. My dear Diego, you have no idea how much that actually means to me. And I'm very much looking forward to issue 2 of this series. And for those of you who has watched this video, what did you think of it? Have you watched this fan-based voice-dubbed comics adaptation already? And could you appreciate all the creative work behind it? In that sense, whatever you think, whatever you feel, let me know that all below. And thank you very much for watching once again. It's very much appreciated. If you like this video and its content, then just thumbs up. And of course, people, feel free to subscribe if you're new to this channel. Stay tuned, go beyond, and always be well. May the Force be with you.